Hello, Stanley. Grandpa's got another story to read to you today. It's raining, too. We don't get much rain here this year. So, anyway, we have The Hare and the Tortoise, an interesting little book. This is one that we got for you a while ago from Tinley Park, Illinois. Okay, let's see what we have with The Hare and the Tortoise. There we go. And there goes my cuckoo clock. It says it's 6 o'clock. What's that? Huh, kiddo? There once was a very fast hare and a very slow tortoise. I'll bet you that's the hare over there. That's your rice, Marcella. Gotta go turn it off. We got distracted there. The hare hurtled everywhere, causing havoc. Look at that. The hare's another name for a bunny rabbit. And that's a pretty big bunny rabbit, upsetting everything, isn't he? The tortoise was an altogether more thoughtful animal. See the tortoise here? He's eating a leaf, and he's got something on top of him looking around, too. Couldn't do that on top of the hare, could you? One day, the hare was carelessly sprinting along when he tripped over the tortoise and tumbled into a thorny bush, which hurt. See all those thorns on the bush? We'll get this page yet. Grandpa's a bad page turner sometimes, Stanley. The hare shouted at the tortoise. The noise attracted a crowd. Look at all the animals coming to see. The hare called the tortoise slow-witted and stupid. The tortoise didn't say what he thought of the hare. Instead, he challenged the hare to a race. The hare laughed so much that he heard even more. See the bunny rabbit laughing? A turtle can beat a rabbit? I don't know about that. Let's see what happens. News of the challenge spread far and wide. From all corners of the earth, an audience began to gather. A course was marked out. Look at all those animals, the butterfly and the ox and the polar bear. Look at all of those. An unbiased referee was found. Do you know what unbiased means? A fair referee. At last, the great day arrived. The referee said, "On your marks, get set, go!" The hare hurtled forward in a leap and bound and was gone. The tortoise plodded along and slowly and steadily, one foot after the other. He was soon left far behind. The hare raced to the river and leaped from stone to stone to stone toward the far bank. And that's where that little, let me show you that. See that little flag over there? That's where the end of the race is going to be. But he did not quite get to where he thought he was going. And there is again the red flag where he was going. So what happened to the hare? What happened? The tortoise crossed more easily. See him with the oars? He's rowing his way across, swimming his way across through the water. Did you go swimming yet today, Stanley? Look at all the animals watching, and there's the hare in there. Next, the hare found himself in the thick of a very peculiar forest. Look at all the animals. I bet you he's having trouble getting through all those animals, isn't he? He was scratched and tired when he reached the other side. Let's try and get this just right. So the hare decided to take a nap. Ooh, let's see what happens now. After all, it was obviously going to take the tortoise a very long time indeed to scramble through those trees. There's the rabbit, he's sleeping. With a snail. You know what? Who's that passing the rabbit right there? The hare woke to find himself in a vegetable garden. He looked around and was pleased to see that the tortoise was so far behind he was out of sight. So the hare had plenty of time for a long lunch, or so he thought. Look at all those rabbits and peas and lettuces and cabbages and things like that rabbits really, really like. Halfway through his third helping, the hare was surprised to hear the sound of cheering. He suddenly had a nasty feeling he knew what the cheering was for. Horrified, he ran as fast as a hare with a long lunch inside of him could run. Look at the tortoise. You see him? Oh, let's get the proper hand. Oh, there he is right there. I got paint on my hands too. I've been painting. Making new bookcases upstairs. Not fast enough. The patient, plodding tortoise had beaten him to the finish line. But although the hare was not fast enough to win the race, he was running too fast to stop. He fell into an even thornier bush than before. See, there goes the tortoise across the finish line and beating the hare, because there's the finish line. And the judge says, "You win." But this time he said nothing. Because, of course, the tortoise won. Steady wins the race. That was a good little story. Okay, Stanley, you have a good time. Mind your mama and your daddy, and we will see you next time. Good pictures, keep them coming. What was that, a turnip or what that Stanley was picking? Anyway, have a good time, Stanley. We'll see you next time.